This is Earl Amin with the 2020 Foresight Podcast, where CEOs of small to global companies share their insights. It is 6 questions in 9 minutes because top CEOs know how to listen and to be concise. So let's get to it. Question number one. In a few sentences, tell us who you are and what you do.
Yeah, my name is Zach Dayeh. I'm the CEO of Daynamix Inc. We produce bone conduction technologies. So that's what we really specialize in. We're wanting to delve into other parts later on, other segments of the market. But specifically right now, we're focusing on bone conduction. And bone conduction gives you ability to uh, actually bypass the eardrums and play music directly to your cochlea. So if you're hearing impaired, you can hear perfectly clear. If you can hear perfectly clearly, you'll be able to hear your music like you've never heard it before by actually hearing frequencies that are under 20 hertz and above 20 kilohertz or 20,000 hertz.
All right. Question number two. What's the best thing about being the CEO?
Being creative, having the ability to be creative, express your thoughts better, that kind of thing. Um, being COO is that role where you can carry out the day-to-day tasks and operations. But being CEO is more of a um, creative thing, and they're all respectable in their own ways. Um, but you just have to have a certain personality to do each thing. And I feel that because I'm creative, uh, that CEO is the best role for me, and that's why I'm glad to be.
All right. Question number three. I hear from other CEOs that leading their team and being able to see what lies ahead can be a challenge. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, um, it's one of those things where you need to be in the moment and experience it for yourself, and then you'll be able to improve it. Um, Leading a team is not something to where you say, okay, you know what? I just woke up from bed. I know how to lead a team. It's something that takes there's a lot of trials and errors that go into it. And experience is really what will push you through that
All
challenge.
right. Indeed. Now, question number four. What piece of insight do you want to share with other CEOs?
So basically about internal motivation, I know a lot of there's a big trend towards extrinsic motivational type of things, but the most important thing is to have that true intrinsical motivation, that motivation from deep within an individual, where they can say, you know what, this is what I love to do, and that's how you do it. You find what you love to do, your hobby, what you really crave in your heart, and then you work towards that. You know that this is what you want. You know this is your so-called legacy that you want to leave behind, and you make sure you perfect that. And that's really the way to carry out your vision properly.
Excellent. Question number five. What other successful CEOs like yourself would you like to acknowledge and should be on my podcast?
Yeah. I just moved to the Austin area, so I'm not too familiar with very many. Um, but once I get some names in, I'll be glad to share them.
Okay, very good. Now, question number six, the final question. How do you celebrate a win?
I think I think every day is a win because like I was talking about before, that the internal motivation that an individual gets is um is a win because it makes you feel so well, so good. So regardless of an obstacle coming by, let's say you file for a patent, USPTO blocks it down, or let's say you're leading a team of people and you spend too much money on something, and let's say all that money goes to waste, so to speak. It just doesn't directly go towards the initial um, thing that you had in mind. Doesn't mean that it's failed. It just means that you know not to do that again.
Mhm.
So the biggest the real win is how you feel in the process of doing it. The end result is the end result. You'll get there at some point, once you get there, it doesn't mean you accomplish anything. It's the process, it's the fun, it's the love for doing it. Otherwise, I could be selling makeup, and I don't really care about makeup. But I'm doing what I enjoy doing, and that's the real win to me.
Outstanding. Zach, it's been a pleasure having you on.
Yes, sir.
How can people find you?
Yeah, so I have a website called daynamix.com, Daynamix.com, and you'll be able to stay up to date with our progress. You can follow our Facebook page that's referenced on the website, and we're still perfecting this product, so it's taking time. It's not for sale yet, but you can definitely stay up to date.
Excellent. This is Earl Amin with the 2024 Site Podcast. For more insights, go to LinkedIn and search for the Gray Owl Company. Zach, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Earl. Thank you.